Yo, bruh.
What's up with you, bro?
Oh man, let's pay the bills, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Get
Shout out to Yoha Helping Hands. You know what I mean? At Home Care up on City Line Avenue. Shout out to Flex Fitness, right off of that 309 in Wyncote, PA. You know what I mean? Jim, stop by, bro, waiting on you. Shout out to that wash bar out West Philly. That laundromat right off of 52nd Street. And shout out to Self-Preparatory Academy, the child care center right there on Germantown Avenue, man. Still got a few openings, but it's what it is, baby. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it.
I'm grateful, bro.
Yeah.
We working, man.
For sure.
Making things happen. These is businesses we own.
Right.
We come a long way. We ain't where we want to be, but we blessed to be where we going.
Trying to get out the way, bro.
Trying to get out the way. Shout out to my sons on the mural back here. We always like to give them their just due rights. For those of us that's viewing, and, pray for them while they're in the grave. We appreciate that greatly. To my left, I got my son, Gerald Stewart, who died in Philadelphia from gun violence at the age of 23. And right next to him, I got my nephew, Omar Vasquez, who died in Philadelphia from a car accident at the age of 18. And right next to him, I got my son, Mukman Jenkins, who passed away from gun violence as well in Philadelphia at the age of 18. And right next to him, I got my son, Montrell Stewart, who passed away from gun violence as well at the age of 26. Consequences, bro.
Yeah, heavy. So when the youngsters don't think we know about the impact, I'm never gonna say we've been victims, but we done been through some stuff.
No doubt.
We done been through some stuff.
No doubt.
So we definitely on all levels. You know what I'm saying? From losing life to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
here's a real surreal moment.
Right.
Like when you get the call that your child was shot, is a devastating call because the first thing you try and do is figure out where they at.
Right.
And then you figure out what hospital they at. You try to buck traffic, run lights, you ain't stopping at no stop signs, and get there. And then you got to be the one who bear the news that the doctor's going to give you. And hearing that they ain't make it is like, you can't even describe it. It's different, bro. Because now as a man, you got to deal with the women in your family. Got to keep everybody in your family together. The women ain't going to be able to stomach it. And, where do you stay strong at as a man? That's where you get tested from a different level. I wouldn't want that, to happen for anybody, not even my worst enemy. To lose a child like that, especially from being gunned down.
Right.
So, it changes your perspective on how you view life too.
Right.
You know what I mean? And how we deal with other people in regards to like from a defensive standpoint, and if I could control the offensive side, I always come, from a pleasant space versus just, saying any and everything, that can probably result to something like this happening.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's different, bro.
Yeah, different.
We got a guest today. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
What's good? You know how we like to do it, though? We like for him to introduce himself to the viewers so they can know exactly who, we got on the platform today. It's an honor to have him.
For sure.
Introduce yourself,
What's going on, fellas?
All right.
My name Maurice Edwards, 32. I'm from North Philadelphia, 28th in Allegheny, 17th in Dauphin, Susquehanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm a fitness trainer, marathon runner.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, that's hot.
Shit, let's go right into the questions then, bro. Let's get it. So you said three different areas where you grew up at?
Two different areas.
Two different areas.
Yeah, 2 different areas.
Oh, you said
20th in Allegheny.
And Susquehanna.
17th in Dauphin and Susquehanna. It's
Dauphin and Susquehanna.
Yeah,
Right, really
there.
good.
That's right.
Because I knew I heard Dauphin, then I heard Susquehanna,
Right.
but it's actually one block away.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the same area.
Yeah.
So where did you grow up at as a child?
Both actually, back and forth. My mom is up Allegheny. My dad was there on Dauphin and Susquehanna. So,
Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
I grew up both neighborhoods.
Right.
Back and forth.
Right.
Weekends with my pop, you know, I go to school, go back home to my mom
Right.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
Yeah, I was back and forth. Though.
Sound like a lot of
Yeah,
kids I
yeah.
know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. At least they both was from down north.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What, you know what I mean? So they ain't confused you. Yeah, I'm from
Yeah.
South Philly.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah,
from West
South
Philly.
Philly,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of us got that story. Some of us like, yo, I'm from down
I
north.
got my man.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes they switch over and start saying, yo, I'm from South Philly.
Right.
You grew up with me, went to school with me.
Right.
So that's crazy.
Everything was equal though. Like everything I grew up there doing, I grew up down there doing. So it's
Yeah,
basically
for
the
sure.
same.
Right,
So
right.
like,
It makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Couple block radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the energy probably was the same. You know what I mean, 32.
Mhm.
Damn, I remember I was 32, man. I was
Yeah.
trying to figure it out, man. So what life looked like for you, man? You know, growing up in those areas and all that. Where you went to school at?
I went to Whittier. That's an elementary school up
Okay.
Allegheny. After that, I went to Fitzsimons, which is an all boys school.
I got kicked out of Fitzsimons.
Fitz, I ain't learned nothing in there.
Right.
That's what it was
He was
going to be.
game on
it.
That's
Right.
what it was going to be. So I did. Once I hit the 8th grade, I'm like, you know what? All my friends was going to Gratz.
Right,
You know what
gotcha.
I mean? And I said, man, I gotta get out of here. I wasn't doing nothing. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I got transferred to Gratz, going to 9th all the way to 12th, and it was like, you know, once you see the girls and all that, because
Right.
all boys school is like, come on, man.
Yeah,
You really
yeah.
not learning that. Once you get to school with everybody in there,
Yeah.
females too,
Yeah.
man, make one go to class on time.
Right.
All that, you mean? So I really had fun, and I actually went to school with your sons.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I went to school
wow.
with
That's
they were some
great.
cool cats, man.
Yeah.
They
Damn.
was
See
was
how small
cool,
world
smooth
is?
too. Smooth.
Yeah, oh, no doubt.
I think you could tell the difference between the two though.
Yeah,
you could
from
tell it
my
'cause-
and G.
yeah, one was hyper,
Well, yeah,
one was like
yeah.
calm.
Ew,
Know what I
that's
mean?
live. Man.
So,
That's
yeah,
live
he
that
was
you could
cool.
identify that, right?
Yeah, so I pay attention to everything.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So it was always mutual respect between us and stuff
Oh,
like
that's
that.
what's up.
That's
So
love,
you know, they
man.
was cool though. But growing up, you know, I always say I had fun. I ain't got this story where, you know, came from the bottom
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
right,
like
right.
that. I had to sleep in the joint on the piss and I
Right,
ain't got none of that.
right.
But it was fun to me. Like, think about it now, it's fun. But back then, I didn't really know too much,
Right.
for real. So growing up, it was more so like that mental anxiety. You know, how I came, was
Mhm.
young and parties.
Right.
I seen so much at a young age. Like it's crazy. And I think I got developed so fast. And I matured fast because I seen stuff so young.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I already knew the do's and the don'ts and stuff like that. So yeah, growing up was fun. I grew up playing sports, football, and I ran track. I went to my first track meet at 100 meter.
Right.
Far as football, I never had like that that support system. You know what I mean? You know how kids got the little leads and stuff like right now. I know I never had to go like buy that, go to my parents, oh, this is what I want to do. And they ain't know neither. So I never really got that push to reach my full potential,
Right.
you know, in track and football and stuff like that. So I did that all the way up until middle school. Once I got to high school, being a follower, turned to the streets.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ran into the police a couple times, locked up a couple times. A lot of times, my bad.
Right.
But I like I said, I knew the do's and the don'ts. And once I got older, I always thought about what I wanted to do, but never like really try to reach them goals.
Right.
Because when you on the streets, it's like you fast money, like women and all that type
A lot
stuff.
of
It's
distractions.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of distractions. So I never had a job a day in my life.
Right.
Never. And you know, like I said, you have fun with the girls, money, spending, buying whatever you want, and it really take your focus off what you really want to do. So I think I'm glad that it wasn't too late for me to really figure it out. So I think I got locked up about 5 times. That 5th time was they hit me with the parole.
Right.
And I think when I had to do my first time doing time, and it wasn't even a little bit of time, I had to do 3 months in Westchester, whatever. So just sitting down that time was like, okay, imagine this was years or something like that.
Yeah,
Right.
it could've
It
easily
felt
been
like
3
a
years.
year.
Right,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah, like
For
it.
sure.
I'm like, yeah, I gotta do something. So you know, I come home and back doing the same thing because I still don't gotta figure it out for real,
Right.
you know. So I think that road was about to happen again, getting locked back up, whatever. So that's when I made my choice. Like, okay, now and I really got to do something because I was just on parole.
Right.
If I would have court back then, that probably was like 2016. I wouldn't be sitting in this chair right now. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that I had to think and really do something, and really came about running for real.
Right.
So me running, trying to figure out what just happened, trying to clear my mind and stuff like that down Kelly Drive, and did that like every morning and stuff like that. And then I was like, you know what? My man, he said, yo, we should get a membership at Planet Fitness.
Right.
So we got the membership, working out and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, it's cool. But I still had one foot in, one foot out. You know what I mean? Some females in the neighborhood that wanted to come work out, they came to the gym. I went on YouTube trying to see what workouts, what you need to eat and stuff like that. Right. So like, all right, I was doing it a little bit. I'm like, oh, this cool. Right. It's all right. But it took my time out the streets for real. So, you know, your phone ringing, you got to meet this person, that person. It died down because now I'm always late going to meet up with them and stuff like that. And I remember this female, she said, you had to choose one. It's either that or this. I said, man, shut up. But I ain't think about it right there because, you know, I'm going to do it on my time. Right. But just thinking now, like, she was right. Right. And what really took me to really cut everything off, I had two friends of mine that passed away together. His name was Chuck and B. Two of my friends I grew up with, rest in peace. It really set me back, like, you know what? It's time. Right. Yeah. Because, you know, that could have been me. And, you know, it come with the game, too. Right. You know, and the beefing and all, none of that makes sense. Like, growing up now, all this beefing, it really don't be about nothing. Right. You know what I mean? So, once that happened, you know, they was the first two I told my goals to, like, what I wanted to do. They used to laugh at me when I'm running every morning and all that, when I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to do, but I chose to run half of my day. And I'm just trying to get away for real. So, I told what I want to do. Yeah, I want to be a fitness trainer. I'm gonna get him some merch, have all the women in my gear and all that type stuff. And I'm doing everything I said I was gonna do. That's and I know they looking down, they proud of me. And I'm gonna just keep going. Right. Just keep going. Cause I mean, I got life so good right now when you ain't gotta look over your shoulders.
Right. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's when life the best.
Yeah, for sure.
Just hit it on the nose. That's definitely when life the best. You ain't gotta look over your shoulder because you ain't creating that energy, them enemies and all that stuff. You're not even indulging in that type of behavior. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Where do you train at?
Well, I'm different places. Yeah. LA Fitness, City Fitness, different gyms for real. The goal is to open up my own gym. And that's another conversation I had with them before they passed. I did everything that I said I was gonna do. So they checked off. The only thing now is to open up my own gym. You know what I mean? So inshallah, that's gonna come soon.
Right. Inshallah.
Yeah, that's all that. You might can start coming over to Flex. Yeah. You might can talk about, you know what I mean, a little partnership. You can bring your clients to a facility where you ain't really gotta worry about nobody dictating. You know how you really moving inside the facility and all that. Yeah. Maybe you can come do a little walkthrough if you like it. Then we could sit down and have a conversation on a different note. Just wanted to say that to you before the opportunity passed by. But yeah, that's hot, man. I understand the fitness world. That's dope. You know, you running and all that. What's the furthest you ever ran? Like how many miles?
I'm a marathon runner.
Dang.
I'm a marathon runner. So I started running at like I always been running like little 5 miles and stuff like that, 3 miles. But 2022, I went on a big challenge to do a 13 miles, which was the Rocky race, whatever. Right. Did that, got finished that in 2 hours, 15 minutes. I'm like, you know what? I want to do more of this. You know what I mean? I like how, you know, everybody just out having fun and stuff like that. Yeah. So now it's just like ever since then, it's been on. Right. So I think I got way better, start running more. So it's been going from half marathons from 2022 all the way to 23. 23 I started doing marathons and still half marathons. Right. To make it sure I really do every race in Philly now for real. And I do out of the city too. So I do I did DC, I did Baltimore, whichever one, Brooklyn, Brooklyn, New York. And next month I'm going to LA. Marathon, LA.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hot. Yeah. Bro, how many miles you made this run, bro? when we ran the Freedom Run?
It was like 23.
23 miles.
Yeah,
23?
I ain't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might
I
not.
thought I was a runner though.
Yeah.
Like I believe I was, because I'm super athletic and I could run like, I could do
See,
like,
he fast.
I'm fast too.
Like he get
Like,
going.
I already know what
But
type
the
of
long
yeah,
distance,
yeah.
he be
That
like,
long distance is
he
different.
wanted
It's
to
a
start
different-
saying, "Why am I doing this?"
Yeah. No, the long distance
because like
is
when we did like, the most we did was 15 miles before that.
Right.
We ran from Philly
The king of pressure.
Oh yeah.
Did
what
you
was
do that?
What was the other one? Yeah, I did that one. But what was the other one when we ran from the Art Museum to out, was it Chester? Past the first one we did. That was 15 miles
Chester.
too.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, that wasn't about nothing.
First I did the art museum. We did the
But
art.
I ain't like the
art
23
museum
miles.
to the
I ain't like
airport, then art museum to Chester.
Chester, yeah.
Then we took it to Delaware.
The Naaman's Road from the art museum.
Yeah,
Okay.
down
So,
9th Street.
Down that, yeah.
Straight to Naaman's Road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Past the autumn.
Yeah, it was like when we did the
Avenue,
Delaware
all that.
John, probably was like 40 of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Got 40 people together and just start.
Yeah, long distance is that's different.
It's
long
different.
distance. Once
It's
you
too-
pass
It's different.
15,
Right.
once you get to 10, it'd be like the warm up. Once you get to
Yeah.
15, you
It's
like, can I still keep going?
Yeah, once
know
you
what I
get
mean?
to 15, once you get to you, for me, it was like I ain't want to hit the checkpoints.
Right.
Like I ain't want to know like I had another, you know what I mean, 6 or 7 or 8 miles to do.
Yeah.
I'm already 15 miles in. I ain't want to hear that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what it takes to do 8 miles.
Yeah.
It's different.
Right.
I ain't really like it. And we
Yeah.
see it was a lot to see. So that kept me in it.
Right.
But I ain't really like it. When I was done, I was saying to myself, I'm never doing it again.
Right.
I never did it again either.
I ain't
All
gonna
my
lie,
toenails popped off. I was like,
Oh yeah.
I went through all that, had the
Yeah.
wrong sneaks on.
Right.
I'm like,
Oh yeah, see there you go, the
Yeah,
wrong
like-
sneaks.
Yeah,
I had
That-
them home with them hookah joints on. I was
Oh
like,
yeah, well hookahs is good.
they
Depends
say
which
they
ones
good,
you
but
want.
they wasn't good for
I
me.
don't
Right,
know.
I bought them for that run, took them off, hung them on the end of my block after that.
Right.
Threw them on, you know how you throw them on the wire?
Yeah,
Right.
that was bad. He was like, man, I don't
Yeah,
want
I'm
these joints no
cool on
more.
it. Yeah, but that's hot. Though,
It's
bro.
science to run a
Running,
long distance.
for
It's
sure.
science
Oh, yeah.
to know what sneakers to wear for proper mileage runs that you do. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you had a better hookah sneaker,
Probably.
then yeah,
Most
you would have
likely.
been
Because
cool.
hookah has different sneakers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got
yeah,
different
yeah.
ones,
I had the
yeah.
big
And
thick
you got
one.
some that's trash and some
Yeah.
that's like it may be good for, the 3 miles, and then you got the Jones that's good for the
10,
saying? Right,
yeah,
the big
10
joints.
deli runs, long runs.
Yeah, yeah.
my
tempo
first pair of
runs.
hookahs, my sole was like this thick.
Yeah, that's how I had them.
You know
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
My sole was that thick.
That was
But
most-
I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that cushion. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
was they heavy?
No, they was
was
like
they was light.
they
Okay.
felt
They
like
all be
walking
light,
on
though.
it felt like walking on carpet.
Yeah, some
You know
of
what
them
I
be
mean?
heavy too though. Some of
Yeah,
them be
some
heavy.
of 'em be heavy.
Depends. It
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah, when bruh run, when he get out, he just run. He just going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, like when I run, I just take my time and then eventually.
But that's
yes.
why I say it's a science to long distance because you could go all fast, you know what I mean? But at a certain time, how long can you keep that pace up? I mean,
Yeah, I'm sustaining it though. Like I ain't one of them boys who run quick and being 5 miles in.
See, bruh, he just a competitor
Yeah, I
naturally,
run-
so he's going.
I go hard
You
the
know what I'm
whole-
saying? He
Yeah.
going. You know what I'm
I
saying?
go hard the whole time. Though.
yeah, it sound
I
like
don't,
me.
I don't
Right,
fall
right,
back.
right.
Yeah, I don't fall
Sound
back.
like me.
But yeah, that's hot though, bro.
Yeah.
So how long you been doing the personal training thing?
I've been training for 9 years.
Damn,
9
congratulations.
years.
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you. I went to school, got my certification, National Personal Training Institute in 2020.
Mm.
That opened up more doors for me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To allowed to go to different high schools, middle schools, talk to the kids, train the teams and stuff like that. Yeah, it's been a journey, having that certification for
Right.
real, and just the knowledge too, and know how to
And
train
how to
train
train.
people body and stuff like that.
Right.
So when you're a personal trainer, you really got to know what you're doing. And you got clients that come to you, they pay you their money for a
Right.
reason. But I get it too, because it's not all our fault either, because mainly be their fault too.
They don't
You know what I
listen.
mean?
Most of them don't be listening.
They don't listen.
Right.
All they want to do is hookah, dine, go out every night, chicken wings. You know where it leads you at.
Yeah.
So I think, and it'd be the struggle with the personal training, right? I don't really be getting mad because it's just like, this is a lifestyle for me, right? And I understand it, whatever. So I tell them from the rip, listen, man, I know when you come train with me, you ain't going to just cut everything off from the rip.
Right.
So I give you some time. It
Mhm.
might take 30 days or something like that, but I tell them to stay consistent though. That's the
Right.
main thing, to stay consistent. Because after some point, your body cravings will start to change.
Right.
Now you come in here, I'm gonna give you hard workouts, and I'm doing it on purpose so you stop eating,
Right,
stop eating all
right,
crazy. You know what I mean?
exactly.
So they gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna just stop, and then once it stop, everything be cool. Now we on the ball now. All right, this month, I see little results. All right, I'm not even gonna post that because I like to post big results.
Right.
I don't want to lose little inches to post like that. I mean, I like to really show the world
The
difference. You know what I
Right.
mean? Not just little inches. No, we want to see a huge difference. So that's just keep staying consistent. You know, check on what you eat. All right, blah blah blah. Yeah, you just want to be on your clients' tails for real. And I could tell which ones that's gonna stay.
You know, one of the things I used to tell the clients was your body gonna start talking to you.
Yeah.
Like it's like no matter, just long as you show up every day and do what you're supposed to do, your body gonna tell you. Like even when you see something you ain't supposed to have, your body gonna be like, yeah, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
you know
nothing seem the same.
Eventually, it's just gonna be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna start talking to you, man. Then you're gonna see the results. You know,
Yeah,
especially when they see their first result,
right? We all got a sweet tooth. We'll go in the store. You won't have the urge to eat that. For real, for everything is just sugar now, and it really and stuff don't taste the same like it used to.
Right.
I mean, so it make you not want that just for yourself. Now and them, it's gonna take them some time, for real. But everything gonna come together.
It's all about how bad you really want the transformation, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people really don't want it that bad. You know, they doing it for, in their minds the right reasons, but they're not connected to the reasons why.
Yeah.
So they don't.
Let me ask you this: how do you deal with the mindset of the person you training? Like, how do you deal with that? Like, a lot of that, like when you starting somebody off from the ground up,
yeah,
like you got to be connected mentally with them because, like, it's be a lot of like bullshit that come with, you know what I'm saying? And then they take you through all the, the roller coaster stuff. So how do you deal with the mindset of the person, your clients?
Well, it's more, I got patience.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think when you got patience and you talk to them and stuff like that, and the work they putting in, I'm patient to the point where, like you said, how bad they want it. Right. So as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in the gym, hopefully they doing what they supposed to do outside the gym. But I got other clients too. So it'd be like, okay, this person won't get results. Or I got somebody else right here. Maybe they could get motivation from the next person. And that's I'm glad that I do got transformations on my page that make them believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
You got to make them believe, even if they working out with somebody they seen on my page and stuff like that. Oh, they had them girl conversation. Oh, girl, you look so good. I want to be like you.
Facts.
I let them talk. And another client that really tell them the same thing I'm telling them. And sometimes it get through them. It get to them. Yeah, it get through them and they see results. But then you got some ones that want to get in shape for their birthday, which be like 3 days after.
Yeah,
like,
be 3 days. Yeah, right. They going on a vacation next week.
Yeah. Even when they go on vacation, it's like I said, I understand.
Right.
I understand. So best thing I tell is you go on vacation. All right, I know you're going to have this and that. But make sure as soon as you get up, work out. Work out before you do all these things.
Talking about that client that come out of nowhere and be like, yeah, I got a vacation next week. I'm trying to lose 20 pounds.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
Yeah, that definitely be weird, but that's what's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I watch how bruh, he trains every day. And I watch how he train and he got like a unique way of it's kind of like tough love, but you can see the love, but he's still like pointed out to him, like, damn, like, cause he got like repeat offenders with some of his clients, and they get the results and then they'll disappear.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Then he'd be like, yeah, you know what I mean. You gonna come back guilt. You know what I mean. You gonna shame yourself.
Yeah,
and when you come back, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you gotta stay on them and keep it real. We talking about that tough love. Like that's how I really connect with my clients. You know what I mean. That's why I feel like when they do train with me, then they stop. They're not going nowhere else. They're gonna come back whenever.
Yeah. Let's get connected to passion too. Like you gotta passionately want to see other people win versus just the money. Like I'm gonna get the money regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I want the client to feel like, you just paying me.
Right.
And that's more important than you actually getting a result.
Yeah.
So yeah. Do you do group runs? Do you train on marathons?
Tell you the truth,
Have you
I
done that
don't
yet?
train. I don't train. I go. Everything is off my ego.
Yeah.
Right. Everything is ego with me. I let my fitness back it up for me. I mean, because I do everything. I'm an all around player. I can lift heavy, calisthenics, crazy calisthenics, and I can run for how long. You know what I mean? So
That's how I used to say.
it's no ego, like really no ego. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I the tools I need to do, the important muscle groups I need to work on for me to allow my legs to stay on the road that long, I get that done.
Right.
But you know, I'm a full-time trainer, so it's like I got to make time for that. And if I don't got time to this training program, I won't do it. So I do make my own drink. For example, like a Monday, I might do a half marathon.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I do 10 miles. Wednesday, I'm gonna do like 5 miles.
Yeah, break it
You know,
down.
just break it down
right.
throughout the week for real. But me getting ready, if I'm in the gym, I'm doing burpee push-ups.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
for
sure.
condition, that's all you really need for real.
Yeah.
But I do my homework on, you know, what I need to do to get faster and stuff like that.
I used to do a lot of step work, a lot of hill work.
Yeah.
I mean,
I sprint a lot too, like on the treadmill. I love
steps in them
sprints.
hills built them legs up.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
you definitely used to kill the steps. That's you
Yeah.
put me on the steps.
Yeah.
I ain't
Which
never
ones
looked
though?
back.
I do the
Stairmaster.
Oh, the Stairmaster.
and
Okay.
Lincoln Drive.
Yeah, the you know what's so crazy? The Jacob ladder.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the Jacob
yeah,
ladder.
The Stairmaster is like that's like the new thing right now. But the first joint that was in Jacob was the first invented joint, and that joint. What,
That's
that joint
full
worse.
body though. Like
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
upper
that
body,
joint
right.
worse.
Yeah,
You
that's
gonna
all.
stop faster.
You
Faster.
been to the 100 steps back Lincoln Drive?
Nah. Is that
What's
what that's
like?
at? What that's at?
That's at like Freedom and
Freedom Road,
Rochelle.
yeah, Freedom and Rochelle, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
Freedom
that's
and
like
Rochelle. That's back
through the
Manny
Parkway?
Back Mannion.
Back money on.
Yeah,
Right off of Main Street.
yeah, right off of Manny.
Is that at
When you can go around the cut, the curve.
I
and
know
then-
you talking about. I know you talking about. Yeah, I never been
Steps up in
there.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah, I
all-
never
it's
been in
100
there.
steps.
Bro,
Oh yeah.
You go up and down 5 times.
Train.
That's a mile.
yeah, you
Yeah.
train.
I
on
did that
that.
joint 60 times.
Train on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I might got.
up and down. Take your
Yeah, I might
clients
gotta
up.
do that.
Take clients
Yeah.
down there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I usually go down like the Rocky Steps.
So to
And,
do it 60
'cause they got a
times,
lot
that
of
was
hills,
what?
sprint up that long hill.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah, I'm gonna check that joint
Yeah,
out.
that
Though.
joint- that
Check
joint, man.
How
out.
your family life, bro? You got children?
Yeah, I got children. I got
Ew.
3 boys.
You got how many
3
boys?
boys?
3 boys. Ew.
3 boys.
Yeah, that's
All
tight.
16.
Say it again.
All 16.
Oh man, you got Irish twins.
Twins. Yeah, twins and a single.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, twins and a single. Yeah.
2 separate women.
2 separate women.
Yeah, got you. Yeah.
All 16. I was confused.
You're right.
Yeah, I was working the hip muscles young, man.
Right.
You ain't the only one.
Right.
I get it, but that was.
But you said you wanted the grats and the
316.
chicks was, you know what I mean?
316. That's hot.
Right.
316.
Yeah.
Yeah, all 16.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
all
so,
that, man.
yeah, they all going. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
Mom and dad still alive?
Yup. They
That's
close.
awesome, man. I know they proud of
close,
you, man.
Cool. Yeah, they see
done,
me.
You out the way.
I just recently, me and my mom was at Longhorn,
Yeah.
and we sitting at the table, and I remember I did a commercial with a few other guys. What is it, Jefferson Hospital, commercial, whatever, and we just sitting there, and the Sixers game was on, and I look up, it was a commercial. I said, look, I wasn't even like, I was happy, but I said, Mom, look, she see me, man, she was so happy.
Yeah.
Just
that's
crying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just make sure, like me being so busy, like I try to see my mom whenever I can, whatever. But I always send her stuff that I do. And she just made an Instagram, so she's just so funny.
Yeah. That's how my mom.
They be,
snooping, snoozing.
Yeah, my mom and pop got an Instagram and stuff like that. So they see everything I'm doing when I'm on the news, when I'm doing the runs and stuff like that. So yeah, they very proud because they know where I come from.
For sure.
You know, what the
for
things
sure.
I put them through, and so they
Man,
just
they can
just
put their
happy.
feet up.
Yeah, they
mentally,
can put
you know what I'm saying?
They ain't gotta worry no more.
Right,
They ain't gotta worry no more. You know.
Right. That's important.
I truly believe fitness, this working out period can change the world, the mindset of the people,
For
especially
sure.
our people. It relieves definitely stress.
Stress, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They get you a clear, focus on what your mind is actually thinking about.
Right.
When you work out, you can think about so much, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it puts you in a positive mindset, you know what I mean? It clear you up from having them negative thoughts
Right.
of depression. Now, a lot of us just moving off of being in a depressed state
Yeah.
because of our current circumstances.
Yeah.
So when we work out and all that, it relieve you of all those tensions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't out there working out, Get to it, like today.
Get to it, because
Sure.
it's not just working out, man. It's really therapy.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean?
Right.
Working out, that was my therapy, working out. But now it's running.
Right.
So if I'm going through something, or if I have some exciting news, I go run.
Right.
But when I'm going through something, I run longer.
Yeah.
I run longer. I gotta get this together. Hold up.
Right.
And I really saw the problem when I'm done.
you running,
when
right,
I'm
right.
done, because I got a lot of thinking.
Mhm.
You know, what I'm gonna do? All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go about it this way. So everything be good at the end. I'd
So-
be glad.
Name some of your notable runs that's like off record.
Okay. I did KOP to Center City. I just did Franklin Mills to Center City.
Mm.
I did Center City to Cherry Hill.
Mm.
I did what's that up there? Plymouth Meeting
Mhm.
Mall. I did Willow Grove Mall.
Mm.
And my
To
next
Center City.
two. Yup, no, so where I did Willow Grove because I was at the gym right there, LA Fitness on Shellham. So I
Okay.
ran from there to Willow Grove and back. So I got 2 malls I want to do. The second one, Ramadan coming up, so I'm gonna chill.
Right.
So April I'm doing Springfield Mall to Center City, and then the last not least is what's that one in Delaware.
Christiana.
Christiana Mall, yeah, Christiana Mall all the way to Center City.
Oh yeah,
That's
Yeah.
gonna be
good.
hot.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Springfield
a good one.
Mall, the
Springfield
Center
gonna be
City,
a good one too.
That's straight down Baltimore Pike.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I put my GPS in on walk, and it's gonna take you like
Right.
the street way,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So it's gonna probably leave me, whatever. But it's gonna be good, and that's how I market myself when I do.
I
them
used to
long
drive.
runs and stuff
I used to
that.
drive my run before I
Yeah.
do it, so I can already know which way I'm gonna
I
go.
don't want to do
Yeah.
that. I don't like
Yeah.
doing it. It's gonna take the fun away because you
Right,
never
right,
know
right.
what might come up.
Right.
Like you could do 16 miles or 10 miles in the neighborhood somewhere and around, but somewhere else is different because there's so many hills and I mean.
So let me ask you this: when you did KOP, the center, you run there and back?
Nah, so I
Oh,
went
okay.
up to the mall and I
Right.
ran from the mall all the way to
Like
Center
to Center
City.
City.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
And I
got
had
you.
some people meet me up there that were
Got you,
interested,
got you.
to run with me and stuff like that. Because I got a run club too called Chasing Miles Running.
I was gonna ask you
Whatever.
that.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah, so I got that, and I just started last summer, and I'm still building it up,
Right.
whatever. So every run club they might do like 3 miles and stuff like that, but mine's is gonna be more so like training people, also plyometrics, training them to get faster, to run longer and stuff like that. So every time they come to the club, it's gonna be a different thing. So we might do 3 miles, we might do 5 miles, but we might do 2 miles and then work out. 1 mile didn't work out, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be different. And
What's the name of it again, so they can hear it clear?
Chasing Miles Running.
Okay,
Chasing Miles
y'all,
Running.
you got an Instagram page for it?
Yep.
Mhm.
Chasing Miles Running. Chasing Miles _ running.
Yeah,
Yep.
Slam.
that's hot.
Yeah, that's real hot.
You got merch out too? You got merch?
Yeah, I got merch.
What's the name of it?
RDB Fitness.
RDB Fitness.
Yep, RDB Fitness.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
So
hot.
I know
That's
when
your
I-
Instagram page too.
Yep. That's my Instagram page, RDB Fitness. I own Sweat No Tears, which will be the name of my gym when I open it.
Sweat No Tears. That's hot.
My own personal runs we just was talking about, that's called RDB Marathon. So that's my own personal thing.
What's the definition of it?
RDB Fitness. I mean RDB
Yeah.
is Reach the Boys. That's my name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was young, like I was telling you, when I was young, I got called that. I probably was like 13, 14.
And it stuck with you.
Yeah, Reach the Boy. I stuck with me, and I really had to live up to the name. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's stamped. That's my name and my lifestyle. So when I grew up, it always been RDB or Reach the Boy. So once I got into the fitness lane, it was like, all right, time to add the fitness to it, make it a business, and everything worked out.
If we got the youth right now that's watching, what advice would you give them, bro?
Oh man, stay patient, believe, achieve, and repeat. Believe, achieve, and repeat, and stay in school. Listen to your parents because they're not steering you no wrong. They want the best for you. So just always listen to your parents and keep your foot on the gas or whatever goals you're trying to achieve.
Right.
Yeah, stay a student, man.
Stay a student.
Stay a student.
Listen to your parents because it's 2 adults in this world that want you to do better than them. That's your parents.
Yeah.
It's not
Nobody else.
Nobody else
Gonna
wants
be
you to
for
ever
them,
do
too.
better than them. That's going to sacrifice their self so you could do better than them, and that's your parents. That's a
They be
fact.
thinking they be tripping. We don't. I be thinking parents say something to you. I ain't trying to hear that, man. But when that things happen, like parents told me.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
They told me when we thinking about it.
That'd be the
Right.
wisdom. We always got to remember they was here before us.
Yeah.
So they done been through a lot of stuff we see is just a repeat.
Yeah, yup.
You know what
And
I
they
mean?
seen the
Say it.
footsteps
Right.
before you
Yeah.
seen.
Yep.
They know how you stepping.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I did that before you did it. Or I was, you know what I mean, and
Mhm.
walking that same path, and I had to switch it up. So it's something that, we need to honor. That's our parents,
Amen.
period.
Yeah.
It may be a new toy, but the structure is still the same.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, it's cars, but it was once horses.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Then it went to bikes and, so on and so on.
Yeah.
So the structure still remains the same. So,
Oh, man, before we roll out, man, you a Eagles fan?
Of course.
That's
Man,
what
of
I'm
course,
talking
Had to
man.
check, man.
I was just at the parade having fun
yeah,
down
yeah,
there.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just, man, I was so happy, man, because it was like we ain't had that parade in so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it also like it really bring everybody together, right?
Sure.
But it's funny though, right? That's why I don't get like it's funny because it's supposed to bring us all together. But you go down on parade and everybody, some still be on the same exact thing. I see people down there, they fighting. They both got Eagles jerseys on. What we fighting about?
Yeah.
Like we just want to chill. What we
But
fighting about?
but
We all supposed to be celebrating together. You know
But
what I mean?
You know what though? The overall energy
Was it?
be so. It'd be like you can overlook because you're gonna no matter what you're gonna have a little bickering, a
Right.
little fight here, a little fight there. When you talk
The
about
masses
having
was cool.
millions of people right there,
Mm-hmm.
but the overall energy is like you could really look past that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for
All right.
sure.
It's like brothers fighting. Yeah. You over there fighting your
Yeah,
brother.
yeah,
Disrespect,
Yeah,
but
that's
all
what
right,
I'm
cool.
saying. That
You
ain't
know what I
stop
mean?
nothing though.
But the
Everybody still
energy
doing
of
them.
it is like, damn, this is dope. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Nobody really got like hurt.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
nobody
saying?
got hurt.
So that's, you know what I mean?
We
That's
gotta
dope,
stop
man.
tearing
That's
the city down when we do
Right,
win, though,
right,
man. They
right.
taking poles down.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Yeah, they was tripping, man.
Well, you know, that's due to different type of conditioning
Right.
and the soul. A lot
And
of
they
them be
think that's what we're
intoxicated.
supposed to do because
Yeah.
that's what used to be done way back
Back in
when.
the day.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I
they
never
just-
knew that.
Yeah,
I never knew
yeah.
that. I never
Man,
knew
I
that.
mean, I'm gonna be honest. They really letting the city get away with a lot of things because back when it was a parade back in the day, that was time for the robbers, the stealers, and the thieves to come out and get some money.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They was really breaking into stuff back in the day.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So like nowadays, it's not as bad as it used to be.
Like you
Yeah.
think,
You know,
yeah,
like
right.
Philly's parade back in the day, man, people was suiting up, booting up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They already know. They already had mindset. Yeah, when the parade come, we gonna go do this
gonna
because
have
they
the
knew where all
looters, you gonna
they
have
knew
the
where the
looters
majority
and
of the
all
cops was gonna be
Mhm.
down the
Yeah,
parade.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That was the mindset back in the day. So people are growing. You know what I mean? It could be worse.
Yeah, as a whole,
Yeah.
you
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
are. Yeah, definitely
Yeah, it
getting
could be
along
worse.
real good.
Right.
Racist, yeah, the different ethnic backgrounds, we definitely getting along way better.
Better.
Like I was down there, I had a ball.
Right.
I had a ball, man. Like I really enjoyed myself. I mean, I had my daughters with me and everything.
Yeah.
I had a ball down there. The joint was lit, super lit. Yeah.
Well,
Can't
next
wait to
time
do
you
it again.
running.
Oh man, I got to get back in mindset, man. You know what I mean? The runners,
You gotta bring it back, man.
I love the
Bro,
run.
let
man.
her run too.
Yeah, I got to
Either
get back
way.
in mindset, man. Yeah.
I'm doing some.
Before it's all over, I gotta,
A lot of people, when I did that Center City to Cherry Hill run, like it went viral, whatever. So and everybody been hitting me up saying they want to do it and stuff like that. So I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna put together an event,
yeah.
where a lot of people come out to
that's
Center
good.
City.
You should do that
and,
like
do
ASAP.
that.
You
That's
promote
what I'm
that. You
saying.
promote it
Yeah.
well. You know what I mean? It'll
Yeah.
get with it.
Real
yeah,
rap.
Yeah, it'll get with it.
Now, I'm gonna show y'all how real this running. I say, you know what? Crazy part is my first podcast I've ever been on.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Right.
thanks for coming
Appreciate
on.
that.
We appreciate you.
And I never showed. It's my first time ever showing this to anybody.
Yeah. These are your running.
All
That's
metal.
all your metal.
All metal.
Dang. Oh, from all the runs?
All my runs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's loud.
That's hot, bro.
Yeah, that's
Dang.
loud. That's
How
loud.
many
You-
is it?
You ain't forgetting
That's
that.
probably like like 40 something.
Yeah.
Man,
There's one in here that means
the most to you?
the most to me.
Glad you shared
Let me
that.
see it.
That's all I.
Yeah, that's hot.
What is that? Because I can see it. Yep, here it go. Right. All right. So this is. That's the pen. That's one of my pen releases right there. Okay, here it go. Right here. All right. 2005, where it all started. This little medal right here made all these right here.
Right.
05 pen relay medal right here. Then I got a chance to go back, and I got a 5K medal for these. So these two right here is like it's way special than all these medals I got on my lap.
That's hot.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I never showed this to nobody. I have a photo shoot soon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But
I
I just wanted to show because like
I appreciate it.
yeah, and I just wanted like
especially with people that
why was I
that
thinking that
understand
your most precious possession inside of there was just gonna be like a huge medal?
Right.
Yo,
That's all that.
So it is a huge one here, right
I
here.
get it. Yeah, I
right
seen
here
it.
too. This
Yeah,
the biggest one right
crazy.
here, and this from Chicago right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this from
Chi-Hat,
Chicago. Yeah.
That's fun, man. Like just traveling the world, putting that work in.
Yeah. So I just want to like.
It's connected to so many things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
You able to travel. You able to stay on top of your health. You able to what I mean mentally you there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that running is connected to so many different things.
Man, it's
proud of you,
life I
man.
love,
Yeah.
man. I appreciate that.
Proud of
man.
you, bro.
I appreciate
And
it.
that was the attraction, like just being totally authentic.
Yeah.
That was the attraction of your page and
Yeah.
seeing you. And I started following you. I've been started following your regular page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was because you know what I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm connected to what you're, you know what I mean? I come from that.
Yeah.
So it was like, damn, to see you do that was dope.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
appreciate it.
You know what I mean? So
I says like everything is like I just love to motivate, man, and have people just believe. That's
Right.
all. Like I don't want to hear that. Oh, I don't know if I could do that. No, you could do that.
You
You
can
know what I
do it,
mean?
yeah.
You just got to do it. You know what I mean?
Man,
You
that's
just got
hot.
to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Pour the medals out on
Pour
us,
the
bro.
medals.
Yeah, he pulled the
Pour
medals
the
out.
steel out.
He pulled the proof out.
He pulled the proof. He pulled the steel out.
man.
Listen, if I'm gonna let anybody get away with pulling that steel out,
Right,
it's gonna be steel and hardware like that.
Right.
You feel me?
That's all.
That's all. Like,
man,
congratulations,
I've always
bro.
been humble, man.
Yeah, congratulations.
I'm humble, man.
Yeah, that's
because I
dope.
know like when you come to Philadelphia, you name any running, man.
Right,
ain't nobody doing it like this.
Right.
Ain't nobody doing it like this, and it's not even in that type of way. I mean, it's just I'm just on another level when it comes to this running. You know what I mean? And I love to teach too.
Right.
Like I love to teach. I want you to run like me. I want you to have that ego. Like I could do 43 miles. I could do this. Well, I mean, you gonna have to train for that, but
Right.
I could do a marathon. And that's be the thing. Marathons, right? When
Right.
you hear the word marathon, people get spooky.
Yeah.
Right? Give you spooky, but you just gotta do it one time, and you're gonna fall in love with it. You know what I mean? And I don't be having a plan. When I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna go run. I don't got no destination.
Right.
No destination. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna run from here to here.
Come up with it. On
Yeah,
the
just
way.
come just
you
on the
go.
way. You know what I
As you
mean?
go, right.
As I go. But yeah, man, this is my life, as you can see, man. This nothing
That's
but
all.
marathons,
Yeah, that's all,
half marathon. Matter of fact, the Philadelphia Marathon I just passed.
Yeah.
I did every race.
Right.
I did every race. So I ran Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. That's hot.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that was a total of like 43 miles in
yeah,
that
you
weekend
hot.
right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
We're
I just
all
like
that.
to take it to another level every time. So if it's a race with 2 races or 3, I'm doing them all. I'm not just doing one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I actually try to train my clients to be doing it. So they got some got their little 5K medals and stuff like that. And like I said, man, just with my run club, I'm trying to teach the same thing. I mean, this was about right here. Because what I basically run, when I run for myself, but I also run for endorsement deals too.
Right.
You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
So endorsement deals, anything that could shine a light. And I appreciate y'all, recognize what I do.
Right,
and I can
for
come up
sure.
here and share with the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? On how to run, how you get started to run.
So if anybody
Looking to sponsor.
looking at sponsoring, just reach out to him. Say that-
RDB Fitness.
or what's the other one?
Chasing Miles Running.
Chasing Miles Running. I just followed you on that one as well. Chasing Miles Running. If you're looking for the sponsor him, the partnership with him, just holler at him.
Yeah, here with the brand, here with your logo.
For sure.
Why you running all around America.
You can definitely,
Mr. Philadelphia.
or you can get him to do a long run from one place to your establishment. You know what I mean? But bring notoriety to your establishment, you know, to his followers, and then he could, you know, swing it over to somebody else to where as though he could tag somebody else and they'll follow it. You know, it's just so many things, the ways you can play with it. You know what I mean? To bring, you know what I mean, as far as advertisement is concerned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's dope, man.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to be a brand ambassador for On Cloud right now.
On Cloud.
So yeah. So any day, inshallah, hopefully I get that email.
Yeah,
Saying you're the new 2025 brand ambassador. So
yeah, that's what's up. That's hot.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I'll probably get my son out there and run with you.
Hey, bring him, man. Bring him.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah,
make him to a beast. That's the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What we doing, bro?
Yeah, you already.
Another table of consequence.
Yes, sir.
That was hot.